Hello everybody, I'm Pafslash and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode, we got to Hacking Gate. We had a relatively unsuccessful but also kind of successful audience with the General Morgan, and we were promptly thrown out once he noticed we were bracers. However, also of importance, we also met a certain traveling musician, one Olivier who have actually joined our party. He is level 13 and is pretty powerful in most aspects. So there you go. That's him. That's him. He's using guns and stuff, so he can attack from a range. He also has a wide array of spells to work with, and because his art strength is also pretty high, he's pretty good. However, and there is a slight issue with that, in that we won't have him in our party for long. In fact, so this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is truly your first time in Liberl? I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberl News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place? The Antros, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mire if you decide to go with a full-course meal. I'd recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady, I brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you? You actually even earn mire with that crap? Ha! I've started the main opera singer at the great theater in the Eurobonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mire in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos! What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia weird or like that? I don't think I like that the idea of that being the Erebonian stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong silent type. So what you're saying is that it's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see, we need to go report the information we got out of the General to Lugren. And it would be best if we let Mayor Mabel know after that too. So first visit the guild, then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Indeed we will. So yeah, Olivier wasn't with us for long, but the fact that he joined our party for only a few minutes is in fact a clear indication that we might be seeing him again sometime in the future. Anyway, let's enter the guild and report our findings. Hey Lugren. Oh, it's you kids. Did you find out anything about the incident? You bet. Valuable information at that. Estelle relayed the information they had obtained from General Morgan. The General Morgan. Sky Bandits and the Capo family? You're right, that is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I originally thought. Yeah, I was pretty surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much? Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperable relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for it. Well then, I guess we'll have to try and make our steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the works of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Orland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I never thought they would have gone so far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Linde. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Orland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family? The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Indeed. And further, let's go report to the mayor. What's the fastest way to the mayor's place? It's around here. She lives. Oh, what's going on here? Come on, Missy, I'm begging you, please let us in. If I could just get a comment on the mayor from the mayor, it'd be on my. Sorry about the text. I try. I'll be on my merry little way. Yep, that's right, and of course I need a photograph too. I'm sure the mayor will be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I don't have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. We have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? They can probably reach double the number if you have the mayor grace the cover. She said it'd be very beautiful after all. Dorothy, why did you have to go and say something like that? Oh, but with you saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Miss? I'll arrange you to a couple of interesting visitors. I'll make sure to tell Mayor Mabel about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of ideals and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I'll wait for me. Gotta love them. Phew. Huh? And there we are. Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's the Brazers again. Did you just return from the hacking gate? Yes, something like that. So, those two you just turned away? A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they planned to use the mayor to make a quick Mira. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. Okay, I guess. Hello, Butler. I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel has been excitedly awaiting your report. Indeed. Now let us find her office. Given that this is, how many times have I recorded this part? I don't know. This might only be the second time. No, this is the third time I'm recording this particular part. I believe that her office is this door. Dealing with complaints from the citizens, late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone, servicing the sewer facilities, selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen, harming her by the mozart on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if you came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you find something about you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. The General Morgan to you, Missy. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. So it's a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand? The situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned a lot more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of... Families? Yeah, the families. Families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's that to find, and then we need to deal with these sky bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the lock, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at it, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of sky bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Relent, I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua, you too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Did you tell me that your father was aboard that airliner? How didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer too. His name is Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. We might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can't empathize with you, with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Well, that was a doozy. I wonder what's up with the Mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The Mayor and the General have known each other for a long time after all. Question marks in plenum? Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Skyman is probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it takes, then the army would have found him a long time ago. What? Now, what's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just calm the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes. I hope you know. We're complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Relent, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Alright, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's gotta know something by now, right? It's true, he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. Yes, one could wonder where they went. Let's see, here's a bar, perhaps. Anyway, we will actually find Niall in the next episode, so thank you so much for watching, and let's meet back next episode.